Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is Crew from Due TV. We would like to get some clarification from you concerning SIPON, which is, we know you are a stakeholder there.
Chartered Institute of Professional Printers of Nigeria.
Yes, sir. So, sir, can we meet you, sir?
Yes.
Your name?
Okay, my name is Due Process. My name is Due Process.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Alias Judex Order.
Okay, can you please tell us your organization?
Okay, I'm a stakeholder in SIPON. Yes.
Okay.
My organization is withheld.
Okay, sir. I saw your video trending. You're talking about the Minister of Information, Mr. Muhammad Idris, that is taking side in the crisis of SIPON. Can you throw more light on it?
Yes, I noticed that the former administration led by Sarako, they tried as much as possible to meet with the minister, which he turned it down. And then over time, possibly maybe because he has interest in this other group, so that is why he has obliged them, in doing this, because he's not supposed to do this. You understand? When your children they are fighting, you are not supposed to take side. You are supposed to call them together and then interface with them and ask them their problems. And then the information they are giving him is wrong. I'm possibly sure that that information is from the permanent secretary, who is not, giving the right information to the minister, because the minister cannot be everywhere.
Okay, sir. Recently, we heard that the National Assembly gave the new president, Mr. Koko Clement, a letter for him to be the president of SIPON. What do you think about it?
You see, the National Assembly, they don't have the right, because the act say explicitly that before you become the national president of SIPON, you understand, number one, they must conduct election. SIPON does not reside only in Abuja alone. SIPON is everywhere, like all the six states of the federation. You understand? So somebody can just, National Assembly, they can just write a letter and then give to somebody. It's not possible. That same act and 207 emanated from them, and they know that what they did is illegality. Those people you see them there, that group of people led by Kuku, they are the kind of people that they lobby, they can pay whatever anything, they can even pay anything to get what they want. You understand? That's what the attitude that they have been doing. You understand? He has not done election. There's no anywhere in the history of this country that the election held in ABCD place. None. You understand? And that is what the minister also does not understand, and he doesn't even know about. So you remember that as a ministry, it's a very large ministry. It's a permanent secretary that will feed you with the information, and you rely on your permanent secretary. Even though he also made mistakes in the sense that it's not as if these other opponents that they have crisis have not been reaching out to. There are letters upon letters that correspondent that have sent to to the minister's table. You cannot tell me that the minister will not see this correspondent that has been sending to him. You understand? It's not possible in a ministry like that. You understand? Even the minister himself, he cannot appoint the SIPON president. Let me tell you how it works. The elections, of course, they will give 21 days of notice of election. Then, people will now buy forms and they apply. And then from there, then they will now have a congress. From the congress, they will be they set up a electoral body. Electoral body will now do a process of election. Then when that election is being conducted, it is not even in the Congress that they will appoint the president. It is the members of those people that they have already emerged, you understand, from that election, that they will now sit down within themselves. They will now elect one of them to be, president, just like what we have in National Assembly. Everybody is a senator, right? Good. When you enter as a senator, then from there now, in the floor of the Senate, they will now appoint who becomes their Senate president or their House of Reps member, the Speaker of the House of Reps. You understand? That is how it is being done. But from nowhere, this young man now is parading himself, you understand, that is now the national president and endorsed by the minister. You understand? Muhammad Idris, which is absurd and is very, very wrong. That is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. In this country, we have processes, and every step we have constitution that guide us, rules that guide us, and that is why we have the Act of 207, National Assembly. You understand? On SIPON. So everything is inside there. But you see, it has, it shows that people are not being sincere, even with the oath of office that you have taken. You understand? Before you do anything, you call for that act, which is our constitution. What is there? What happened? You understand? Okay, assuming that what they purported that the court, you understand, has given judgment that this young man should be the president of SIPON. Okay, agreed. From where? The other party have already appealed the judgment because the judgment was wrong. Judiciary these days, it was wrong. You understand? Then if you want to reconcile a party, like a recent video that I just saw recently that they hold a stakeholders meeting. Who are the stakeholders meeting? Stakeholders meeting, why not we invite the people who are the other? In fact, we have more than 2 parties that they have crisis. You understand? But why not you call them, in a round table? You say, come, what is happening? You understand? What is happening? Can we come together? Okay, let's assume that, Coco Clement is now the president. Can we do something? Can we all agree here that we support him? You understand? Let him take some time and then put the whole place together. You understand? The structures together. So that they can now call for election where we now have a proper, organization of SIPON, which is okay. But you just call one party, which is the faction of Coco alone, Clement, into a round table, say stakeholders meeting, which is very, very wrong. And that is my anger, my problem with the minister.
Thank you very much, sir. So, in a nutshell, the minister does not have...
It does not have the powers.
Okay.
Neither the National Assembly has any power to appoint, the president of SIPON, who is the chairman of council. He cannot.
Okay.
So whatever anything that are doing is in nullity. Is in fact, if it goes to like they have appeal, it goes to appeal court, where you see a proper appeal, they will throw that thing away. But the issue is that, I know that SIPON over the years, they have crisis. But how can this crisis stop? They brought stop on the minister's table. Why? Because the minister is the one overseeing SIPON. SIPON is under him. As the Minister of Information, SIPON is under him. Which, of course, he's supposed to mediate and stop the crisis of SIPON. Why is he taking side? He's taking side because some of his friends, they are the people that are fueling this other crisis. They are the people that are supporting, Coco Clement. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because you don't know what is inside. What they are fighting for is INEC jobs. You get me? INEC jobs. That is what they are fighting. That is all what they are fighting. Because those are the same people that, yes, they are always doing this INEC job. INEC job. If you don't have a certificate that is, if you are not a chartered, you have a certificate, you understand, but a license, you cannot do INEC job. You understand? So all those things they are doing is the jobs that they are looking for. They are not looking for the growth of the industry. This fight, you see them, they are fighting. Is the money they are fighting for. You get me? But in any case, everybody is in business. But if you put the things together, there are so many other agencies that you can get these jobs from there. You talk about the state, talk about everywhere. You understand? If you put the structures on ground, you don't have any issue. Everybody can benefit. You understand? You know? So let it not be only one people alone who call themselves, stakeholders that will now look for, they want to plant a president, just like what they are planting Coco Clement now. You understand? Because tomorrow, mark the day of today, there are going to be crisis. Yes, because if the young man that, when you put somebody in office, and then you are riding him, and then you are, pushing him at the point, say, no, I get it, there will be crisis. Then they will not ask you a question. After all, did you came into this office legitimately? You get me? And that is what the young man also does not understand. They are using him today. And when they use him, they throw him aside. So, in a nutshell, what am I trying to say? The minister should stand up, and do the needful.
Okay, thank you very much. You say that is the way forward, or
yes,
that was the way forward?
Yes. The way forward is, I'm not quarreling with the minister. It's what he is doing that I'm not pleased with what he's actually doing. You understand? Because if you are as a leader, you took an oath in office and you must, protect. You understand? So the thought of, his friends, of course we know his friends around him who are pushing him. You understand? He should do the right thing. You understand what I'm trying to say? There are so many things that have been put in place before even this new people that they say they are coming on board. There are so many things that we did. You understand? So many things that the other administration did. You understand? Put things on ground. All what they are fighting for is what? Is money, just like what I said. So let the minister call these stakeholders together. I've advised him before in one of my videos like that. I said, look, call these stakeholders together. Ask them what is the way forward. What do we do? How can we move from here? Very simple. One day can solve the problem. You understand? So that's the way forward. And that is actually what his job is, his job is. You understand? Because before now, he has been on this issue of it. No, let him not take side. You understand? So that's the way forward.
Thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you.
Due process.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hope this video will get to the minister.
Definitely.
And the minister will do the needful.
Yes.
Thank you very
much. We'll share it, let it get to the minister, so I let him do the needful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.